Hey, what's good, ladies and gentlemen? It is Cam or Fizzy here, bringing you the first of a series that I've wanted to try a long time ago on my old channel. And if you guys were subscribers from my old channel, which I'm sure the majority of you guys are, you'd have realized that I never ever talked about the gameplay. And if I did, it was a really rare occasion. So what's going on here is I just wanted to bring a series to you guys that I've wanted to do, obviously, for a long time, like I said. And I can basically talk about tactics, tricks, tips. We can assess my gameplay, show what I'm doing right, show what I'm doing wrong, and then maybe you guys can do the same. Like I can do vice versa. You guys can upload your gameplays, and I can assess them, talk about them, and stuff like that. Woody's Gamertag does a similar thing, and I think it's a pretty cool idea. And basically, let's just get right into it. So first off, you're going to notice that I'm using the MP5K on Wasteland. Wasteland is a huge map. Wasteland is really known for probably snipers, assault rifles, stuff like that. Really not for MP5Ks. And the MP5K, here's the deal. Like, it is a very underrated gun. I'm not going to say it's the best gun. Obviously, it isn't because a lot of people don't use it. Like, you could use the UMP5K. That is not a gun. You could use the UMP, something like that. That is a lot better in this class. But I use that in the last gameplay. I use it all the time. I wanted to change things up. Actually, in my newest video I just got, I'm using the vectors. So, you know, I'm trying to be different and trying to switch up the norm. And, yeah, so right there you can see where I'm standing. I'm taking out lots of spawn. That is a great place if you're looking into taking out spawn, especially in a team deathmatch where actually more of a domination spawn, too, where people just keep spawning there and running in. And I'm actually pretty lucky that I didn't get taken out by a noob tube, so I probably shouldn't have done that and sort of maybe circled the map around where they were spawning and sort of been a little bit more gentle. But for me, I'm a really up-in-your-face type player. I'm really always rushing around. I like to call my style of gameplay sort of like a defensive rush or something like that. I wouldn't really call it a campy rush, but sort of a defensive rush is what I like to call myself. So right here, as you see, just a grassy field. Basically, no one ever comes out here unless you're totally just sniping and camping out. So I'm just using this to take advantage of my kill streaks until I get my chopper gunner. Here we go. Wasteland is actually just an amazing map for kill streak whoring. So if you're going to look into getting a nuke, I definitely recommend doing it on this map. Set your nuke set up for this map. I've gotten multiple nukes here. Using the AC-130 actually is actually a lot easier than the chopper gunner because you're able to take out multiple enemies off spawn, especially in domination or ground war or something like that. I definitely recommend going domination if you're looking for that. So just a little tip there. And so right now you're going to realize that I'm going to go around the perimeter of the map, look for more enemies to take out. I'm not going to be nearly as pushy forward as I was before, so I'm just going to take it easy, sort of use one area of the map to sort of call my own and take out enemies as they pass by. So right here I'm sort of getting a little bit annoyed that nobody's coming around, so I'm going to move to a different area of the map because I need some action. I'm a player like that. I always need action. I always need someone to kill. So I'm looking right here. It looks like they're starting to come in. I see one guy on the radar, but then I think my enemy killed him anyway. So I'm not going to go right back into the tunnel. You'll see me. I don't want to go back into that little cavern place. I'm going to take it easy and sort of just hang out up here. I realize that they're spawning, though, so I sort of jump in. I'm going to try to go through the tunnel and go around to try and take out their spawns. So this is a really good spot. You'll see this big bush going through the middle of the map. That's what she said, I know. But it's the way it is sometimes, and I see where they're all spawning. So my MP5K, it doesn't have nearly enough range for this kind of stuff, so I just take out two guys who are the closest and get back to where I was because I really don't want to die at this point. I'm in a kill streak, and I don't want to ruin it. So I'm just going to not necessarily camp, but try to just keep myself alive, more or less. So there are a bunch of guys. I know they're still camping, or well, not camping, but spawning over by where the B flag would be if you're playing domination. So I'm going to try to sneak back over there as much as I could because I don't see many dots on the radar anymore. I see one guy over there, so I know there is some action. So I'm going to try and rush forward as much as possible, but also try to take a really stealthy approach at it. So I'm able to take out the guy I was after, so I go back like I did before. And I see that my teammates, they're rushing in a different direction now. So I thought they might be spawning over by where C flag would be if you're playing domination. So that's what I thought, but it looks like they're back at B, which I thought it was wrong. So Bad part on my part there, but it doesn't matter. I saw this guy trying to sneak around, so I took him out. I didn't even notice he was there. I probably should be watching the mini-map more often, but whatever. You can't always get them, even though I did in that case, so I don't really know what I'm talking about. I see one guy way over there. I try to take him out, which was a really bad mistake. Like I said earlier, my MP5K doesn't have nearly enough range for that kind of stuff, so I shouldn't be trying it. So, yeah, that's really all I can say for this gameplay. Not too much else, basically doing the same thing for the rest. Trying to take anyone else who goes into that cave out. And if you notice right now, I'm using the MP5K, which doesn't have any attachments on it at all. Because I just, this was actually the first time I had strapped on the MP5K in a while. And I actually did really good with it, surprisingly well, especially on a map like this. So it was hard to do such a thing, but I think the enemy started to catch on a little bit right here to my technique and tried to come all the way around. I didn't. They caught me off guard, I guess, right there. I caught them in mid-act, and then I took out this guy who would have got like a quad spray if I didn't kill him right there. So I see a bunch of guys on the radar now, a bunch of red dots on the radar trying to come around. So I'm going to try and use this big bush as much as I can to take out the enemies and use it as sort of like camouflage, sort of cover type thing. So I'm able to take out a few guys during this, but then I think I die again the last time for my 4th death. You'll notice that I'm dying way more often because they're catching me off guard over and over. I get noob tube right there. God, the noob tube ruined this game, but I hope they don't have that in Modern Warfare 3. Anyways, this gameplay is ending. I gotta shut up now. We'll see you guys all later. Hope you guys enjoyed. Rate, comment, subscribe. Peace.